Okay, Nathan, you're on the agenda.
Good morning. First, wanted to give you all a brief update on the courthouse project. We successfully moved the auditor and treasurer's office to the East Annex on Thursday. We'd planned on using Friday as well, but thanks to the efforts of Laura, Teresa, their deputies, maintenance, and a very efficient moving team, we wrapped up mid-afternoon on Thursday, leaving Friday for settling in. We're moving the assessors and recorder's offices today and if necessary tomorrow, and the clerk's office will relocate to 117 Main Street early next week. And I also wanted to thank County Highway for the assistance they've provided and for letting us store some excess furniture out in the lobby here. Been working with Luminat Roland and Ton and Blank to go through the bids and project scope to bring the final contract price down to our maximum. Out of the 18 bid categories, it is likely that Ton and Blank will rebid 6 or 7, some with revised scopes and some just hoping for more than one bid. And cost reductions and other categories will be achieved by redefining the project scope within the accepted bid, working with the various subcontractors to chip away at things that we probably do without.
We had a couple with no bid, right?
Yeah, so technically we didn't have any with no bids, but the one that we had for flooring had to be rejected because they were supposed to separate between flooring and tile and not. So obviously rebidding is going to push back the bid sale to a TBD date. We will, however, we do know that we'll be accepting First National Bank of Monterey's proposal to serve as the trustee. I've been able to work with them, come to an arrangement that is mutually agreeable, and we're going to be able to keep that project responsibility locally instead of outsourcing it to a larger bank. So any questions on the project? All right, I'm going to skip over the Hoosier Homes program and bring that back to you next month and move along to some C.D.C. restructuring and reorganization matters. The Uptown Project Board met on Thursday of last week, and pending his acceptance has appointed Jeff Litke to represent Uptown on our Tourism Advisory Council, filling the last seat. Mr. Litke grew up in Francisville, spent much of his adult life outside of the area, and has recently returned to the community and begun engaging. I'm going to ask that you appoint Kyle Sefcek to a term as a voting member of the Redevelopment Commission ending at the end of December 2024. Sefcek is employed by Pulaski Memorial Hospital, previously worked in the agricultural sector, and served for a time on the C.D.C. until his work schedule precluded his continued involvement.
And someone will make a motion to approve Kyle for this board?
I would. You make a motion?
Ask for a motion.
You ask for a motion? Yeah, I would make the motion.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Now I'm going to do something that usually we would not bring to you. I'm going to ask the Board of Commissioners to vote to reappoint me as C.D.C. Executive Director. Every year, the C.D.C.'s Executive Board conducts a performance evaluation and then makes a recommendation to the full C.D.C. regarding my reappointment. Just as the commissioners have done, we are eliminating that annual reappointment process, but that change has not been implemented in the bylaws yet, and I'd like to have something on the record. C.D.C. did not have quorum for either the executive board or a regular meeting this month, and so I've gotten the approval from via email and from those who are in attendance from, I believe, 8 of the 10 members to go ahead and ask you to do that. And Chuck, you'll see a letter from Sheila, the C.D.C. president, as well as email responses stapled to it asking that you do this.
Correct. We have a letter here with some emails that gives approval from that board.
So I would make a motion to reappoint Nathan.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Along the same lines, I'm going to ask for the same reason that the commissioners approve the proposed changes to the C.D.C. bylaws. These were all drafted to make sure that going forward, We are aligned with the new commissions, the restructuring resolution that the commissioners passed. Most of them are fairly minor, a lot of just changes in language, rephrasing. The significant ones address the composition, terms of office, membership termination, and compensation, as well as the language pertaining to staff. Likewise, 8 of the 10 C.D.C. members have said they're okay with it. We just did not have them, majority of them, in a meeting to vote on it formally. There's one caveat. There are 2 sections, one regarding contracts and one regarding member conflicts of interest, that I'm going to hold off on or ask you to approve pending Kevin's okay, just because I don't want that language to be in there without legal opinion. But otherwise, the C.D.C. is all good with these changes.
Okay, so Maurice serves on that board. Sheila's here. Have any comments?
So I would make a motion to reapprove the bylaws.
And I think we would probably could add that based upon Mr. Tanker's approval, to be safe. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Do you have any questions for me? That's all I have for you this morning. Thank you.
Edwina?
Good morning.
I would like to ask that we could increase our fees for environmental, our septic fees for a new system. Right now, our current fees are $70. Repair or replacement is $50. Okay, since I've been doing this, there's a lot of time. There's a 12-step process from start to finish when you repair or replace a septic system. Okay, so I'm asking that a flat fee of $150 be paid for a gravity flow subsurface flood dose system. That's your easier system. And anything that is more difficult, like a sand mound, drip system, a cluster system, I'm asking that we pay that we charge $200 for that. Okay. The average time I have on a regular, a regular gravity flow system, start to finish, I have 3 hours in that. Okay. Right now we're on number 39 for the county this year. So I put a lot of time in this. So I'm asking that we raise our fees from $50 and $75 to $150 and $200. And for well permits, right now we charge $20, and I'm asking that we can charge $50. Surrounding counties, no one charges $50, $75, or $20 for a permit.
Kevin, is there any certain process we need to go through to make these changes?
Fees has to have an advertisement in 30 days, and then it can't be proposed for 90 days after the advertisement, typically. But since they're proposing, I can give you an opinion, but I can't do it off the top of my head.
I'd like to start this in 2024, June 2024.
Yeah, I think we can just table this now. You get the material to Kevin and we can still get it taken care of in December to start in 2020. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
And Jolynn was here earlier, dropped off these contracts. She's in the middle of a move, so she didn't stay. But we had talked about the scanning of records and that type of thing. And had the company involved. I think Kevin has had time to look through this. Is that correct, Kevin?
Go on the, yes. I talked to Dylan about that. It's not the best contract in the world, but it's, I'm not sure you're gonna get much better, from that company. It's a big company.
Right.
They got a lot of market share, so, it's just a little vague on the overall fee, but they do have the documents broken down in there, and their best estimate, so I said, I think it's about
So these contracts are with Fidlar, I guess. And we know that this is something that needs to be done just to save space. That's the trend, is to get things up in the cloud or whatever. So we need a motion to approve Fidlar contracts.
I would make a motion to approve that. It's spelled Fidlar. I think it's Fidlar, something like that.
Okay, moved and seconded. The other comment would be they're trying to get this done fairly soon, so less records would have to be moved and stored. And so, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we have the approval of the claims and payroll. Due to the move situation, we will have the minutes of our last meetings at our next meeting.
Okay, so I've reviewed the claims and payroll number 23, and I make a motion to approve as presented.
The discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And the conference request from the assessor's office, full-time employees to attend the Indiana Assessors Association Conference in January. It's pretty much a week long, January 15th through the 19th in Indianapolis.
I would make a motion to approve the, conference request.
Other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And under a discussion item, we have the ordinance 2023-08. Refer to Kevin on this.
Yeah, I asked them to put on the agenda because, 2023-08 ordinance amending 2022-05 was brought here, on August 21st by Carlos from the A.P.C. You guys approved it, but I had some questions about the procedural steps that were taken, before it got to your, desk. And I did not get a satisfactory response. So I'm asking the board to rescind your approval of that ordinance until the ABC can give us clear proof of what they did procedurally to get it to your desk.
We need a motion to rescind ordinance 2023-08
Okay, I make a motion to.
and amending the ordinance 2022-0.
Okay. So moved on those. On rescinding 2023-08 and amending 2022-05.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anything else from the board? Kevin? Comments? Gary?
Yes, I'm not on the agenda, but I did want to bring you up to the date. Our new mini excavator showed up, arrived last Thursday. The pickup that we've had word since, I think, January, it will not be here until maybe February of next year. So, just wanted to bring you up to speed on that. If there's a possibility, I wanted to ask. The one plow pickup that we have is a 2000, used to be our fuel truck, it's kind of getting some issues, and I did not know if I could possibly look into looking at a used pickup plow truck. There's about 4 or 5 out on the website. It's like 2010, probably like 60,000 miles, with plows already on them. One of them does have a salt box in the back. So I just wanted to ask, I know a new plow is going to cost roughly $10,000 by the time you get a new pickup plow and put on it. Because we intended on the new pickup to be here, but it's not going to be here until maybe February, you said, maybe.
Budget wise,
Budget-wise, yes, I can have the funding for it. And I'm not saying that we're going to purchase one, I just kind of want to look and see if there's, because the 2000 that we have, it's our old fuel truck, and it's got some age on it.
well, the one that doesn't come in until February, are you able to encumber funds out of this budget? Pay for that one?
That's what I'm hoping to do, yes.
Right. Any questions for Gary?
No question.
Could just say, look into it, see what you find.
Thank you.
No other business? Motion to adjourn.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.